Okay, so this happened. If you didn't see part 1 of this video, I started putting a water pump on, and then one thing led to another. And I eventually decided it would be a good idea to just clean it up and start painting part of it. So that's where we are. We got all of this put back together and painted up. Got the nose painted up. I also decided, in my wisdom, that it would probably be a good idea to load a load of corn right next to it. So now it's covered with dust too, but that'll be fine. It'll wash. But I found belts that will work and got them on here. Got my generator where it needs to be. I just need to get a piece to put in here for adjustment. I need to tighten this pulley and then, you know, like we did, turn it till it squeezes on a little bit and then tighten the 3 bolts. So that's what we'll work on now, and then we will put the radiator back on. I got some new hose. The old hose wasn't in that bad of shape, but hey, while I'm here, I might as well do that too. So we'll get to working on that and set the nose back on, and then we'll try to fill it up with antifreeze and start it up. So the trick is going to be now to get in here, and I should have done it from the other side and not put that elbow on, but I'm going to try to do it from out here. There we go. See if I can get it. Just being stubborn, I suppose. There, we're getting somewhere. Pretty good, maybe a little more. I think that'll be fine for now. We can always go back later and do something about it. That one's loose yet. All right, we'll go ahead and replace this piece of hose too while we're at it. Maybe. Okay, come on. Let's see, come off of there. Come on. There. Okay, now we will cut our new hose to length thereabouts, stabbing it downward into our leg. That's safe. Safety first. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Now, What we're going to do in a minute is we need to bolt the radiator back to this front shroud. I took the bolts out. One I had to cut out. And we will have to do that before we get everything where it finally needs to be. And I may not even have the elbow where it needs to be because I put a new piece of hose on earlier. And it may be too low or too high. There we go. We got that in. Okay. That's close to where it needs to be. It appears that all the holes are lining up. I think before I tighten the clamps, I'm going to get the bolts. These were missing, so I'm going to get enough bolts to put the bottom 4 in, and then we'll tighten down the other ones I just put in that hold the shroud. This is just a cheapo paint job for now. I need to sand it down and get it smooth and then give it a better coat of paint, but I just can't put stuff together rusty, because who knows how long it's going to be before I actually get time to finish this. So anything's better than nothing, I think. I couldn't stand to look at the yellow fan and the nasty mix-match rusty paint, so I'll get to working on that, and at least we're making some progress. Okay, that's more better. Now we'll tighten our rubber hoses with our brand new clamps. Which apparently are bigger than they need to be. It's taking a little bit here. Okay, I think we are about ready to put water in it. Oh, we need to tighten up our bolts that hold this piece on. So I'll get to doing that, and then we'll put water in it. Well, that's bolted on, so let's put the antifreeze in, see if we got any leaks. Loading corn so soon after painting, not my smartest maneuver, but it'll be fine. Oh, of course. Well, I got it full of antifreeze and water mix, and I got a new radiator cap out of my parts stash. I figured it was probably about time, because this one isn't a lot holding it together anymore. So we'll save that for an emergency only situation. But let's start it up and see if we have any leaks. We shouldn't, but you never know lately. Things just don't go our way, so we'll give it a try. Here we go. Oh, listen to that. Hasn't been running a good while, and it fired on the first go round. Come on. There we go. About our manifold leak, we're going to have to address that too. But I am wondering something. And what I am wondering is if that pulley is not welded quite right. Because it looked to me an awful lot like it was going up and down. I might be wrong on that. But I'm wondering if maybe that's why the other water pump that looked almost new was leaking. So I think I am going to try to find a new pulley set at some point. It probably won't be right away. But after looking at this run, I just wonder if there isn't something to that. Because it looked to me like this one here especially was going up and down a little bit. And when you run, you know, what looks a little bit to the eye, when you really rev it up and go, can cause some serious vibration. And that could cause the seal to go out in the pump, and that would make sense. At least it does to me, but I think I will be on the lookout for a better original pulley set. But for now, that'll get us up and moving around. I think I'll let it run a little while and mix that antifreeze together. Generator is in there. It seems to be working good. It's not wired up yet, but it's just kind of along for the ride. But it is in there in the right spacing. I may make a better bushing for this. Right now it's just washers because I wanted to figure out exactly what thickness I needed. And I still need to get an adjuster for this. So another bit of homework to do, I suppose. It doesn't look like it's leaking anywhere, so that's good. I put the pretty side of the hose out because when you got something made that nice, you really want to show it off. Well, overall, this is a pretty good little tractor. I need to get to work now on these side curtains because they're just hideous with that white paint on there. I don't know what somebody was thinking, but anyway, we'll work on that. I want to work on the grill. Missing a few bars like a bad cell phone, so I need to cut some little pieces and try to weld them in there. I guess you could just try to find another grill half, but I don't know. I'm cheap. I'll probably try this first. And it's going to be kind of a deal because, as you see, there's two different widths of bars. So I don't know. I will attempt it first, and if that doesn't work, then I suppose I'll just try to find another half. Well, it started to rain, but here's what I got so far on the grill repair. I think it'll clean up. It's just very tedious cutting these little metal slivers and then welding them in place, and I'll probably have to clean them up with a file. And it comes at great cost, what I do for these things, because I gave life and limb for this project. It turns out the grinder is no match for the meat hammer, so it's not too bad, but hopefully the end result of this will make it all worth it. All right, so I think we've done all we can do with power tools. Now it's time to make it a hand job and just use this file and see if I can clean up the rough edges in the corners and things. And then I think we might have something. but we'll find out when I'm done. Well, here's the end result. It's not perfect, but I think once it's painted up, it will fool people from far away. So it's a lot better than having a hole in it. So we'll get it cleaned up and painted, and you'll see the finished product on the tractor later on. I figured we might as well look at it on the tractor to get the full effect, but I think once that's yellow, you won't really be able to tell that there was a hole there. So we'll probably call this the end of this video. As always, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss whatever comes up next. Hit like, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.